that seemed a little on the nose, who you voted for or what your political feelings are. But things like, something that's very near and dear to my heart are the Reese's peanut butter cups and not having the pumpkins or the Christmas trees or the Easter eggs. That would be a deal breaker for me if she doesn't appreciate the fact that you can't, that's not a substitute. They're not better.
But hot take dating apparently is a new thing. And what that is basically first date, you come in and say, here's all my red flags. Here are my hot takes on things. Like politically, whatever, like, pizza, no pineapple on pizza. You just lay it all on the line. It's called hot take dating. And according to Tinder's Year in Swipe 2025 report, it's already starting to take over the dating scene. Basically, it says you go in hot. You throw out conventional wisdom, encourage daters to get it upfront and honest as possible about their viewpoints, especially their most controversial ones. And the logic of hot take dating is that by sharing your most outlandish opinions early on, you'll more efficiently filter out people who aren't a good match for you and attract those who are.
Okay. I mean, that's I get it. That makes sense. But I guess what kind of hot takes are we talking about? If it's hot takes like something political, that's one thing. That's just going to get ugly.
Yeah.
But yeah, if it is, exactly. I like pineapple on my pizza or something like that, you got to know that before you get involved with somebody.
Yeah, you don't want someone like that. Mm-hmm. Hoffman says the political climate is a reason for it. Data shows politics is at the forefront of daters' minds. According to the Year in Swipe report from Tinder, 37% of singles say they find shared values essential for dating, and 41% they're unwilling to date someone with opposing political views. So it doesn't matter how hot they are. You come in, be like, nope, you got to go, MAGA.
I got no time for this.
Yeah. Social media encourage people to have hot takes about pretty much everything. So that approach has bled over to dating apps too, they said. People are now so accustomed to sharing opinions online. It's almost like in order to get traction, you have to have a hot take. We've kind of been conditioned to be clearer and bolder in our stances. So it's become common as online dating becomes the primary form of meeting potential partners. But they do say there is some problems there that can arise.
Like a fist fight?
Some people, yeah, exactly. You say sharing controversial views, only the topics that matter most to you, those where disagreement would provide a genuine deal breaker. So they say you can't just come out and say outlandish things to say outlandish things. Yeah. You got to do it kind of like a natural way of like, hey, by the way, I'm an asshole who supports what's going on with this administration. Right. You got to say it that way instead of, I'm going to own you, you lib.
No, but again, that seemed a little on the nose, who you voted for or what your political feelings are. But things like, something that's very near and dear to my heart are the Reese's peanut butter cups and not having the pumpkins or the Christmas trees or the Easter eggs. That would be a deal breaker for me if she doesn't appreciate the fact that you can't, that's not a substitute. They're not better.
Right. Or something along the lines of she comes in, like, for instance, hot take dating with Johnny Molson. She comes in and says, you know who my favorite band of all time is? The Eagles. Like, you kind of need to know that.
Out the door.
Or my uncle was Gordon Lightfoot, and you go, well, I'm sorry, we can't see each other anymore.
Yeah. You know what I would do? I'd point at her and laugh because he's dead. That's what I would do.
Exactly. You're like, oh, thank God. Or for instance, I like to put the toilet paper not on top, but like underneath, like the pull underneath. You go, no, I can't be with you. I can't share a house with a heathen like that who puts the toilet paper underneath. This is not going to work.
Yeah, because you're not going to sit down with somebody and just say, I think everyone should have an abortion, men and women alike. That's not going to, that's not the way to start a conversation.
Yeah. No. I mean, I understand what they're trying to do is like not waste time in a relationship that's going to go nowhere. But to your point, that's a major thing. It's the little things that end up adding up that cause a problem.
That's always what it is. That's always what it is.
Exactly. If they're like, the only thing I watch is Real Housewives and Keeping Up with Kardashians, you go, okay, maybe not the person for me.